Okay, I think we're good. So, hey, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday and that you had a great weekend. I have to give a shout out to the Savannah team because dang, they all got together this weekend and had this big training and learned from each other and bonded. And I'm telling you, that's what you want to be a part of. So, if the wherever you're at, take it upon yourself to have one. Schedule it, plan it, get your speakers, and make it happen. Um, you're the CEO of your own empire. Don't wait for somebody else to do something. Take it upon yourself and be a leader and step up and make it happen. But I'm so excited about that. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight is leading by example. So that's a perfect example of doing that is just taking the reins with it and running with it and setting it up and doing it and inviting people and training and doing all of those things. So shout out, kudos, Savannah team. Woo-hoo-hoo. I know there was all of them. I don't even know how many of y'all were there, but that was awesome. I love seeing those pictures and the pictures of y'all at the table. That's a lot of what we're going to be doing when we go to Pigeon Forge for Zing Fest, for Zing Fling. So again, if you have not made that decision to go, I implore you that you want to go to that. It is unlike anything you've ever attended, and it's like their weekend on crack for real. It is just bigger and better, and it's fantastic. So want to implore you guys to do that for sure. So we're going to talk about leading by example tonight. And this was a training that I heard Mark Walker do. And you know how like sometimes you just hear things and it's just like one of those moments that just really impact you. And I don't even know when it was that he did this training, but he talked about the greatest leader that ever walked this earth, and that was Jesus. And the things that Jesus did was he never asked people to do what he wasn't willing to do. He didn't think he was better than anybody else. He accepted everyone and he taught principles, right? We should follow the example of the greatest leader that ever walked, that if we want to be a great leader, right? So let's break that down. So the first thing, we should never ask people to do what we aren't doing. So I tell you right now, you personally need to sponsor as a leader 5 to 10 people every single month, no matter how busy you are. 5 to 10 people every single month. That's one a week plus one. And then if you want to grow faster, 2 a week plus 2. And so that would be 8 customers, 2 distributors, or 4 customers, 1 distributor. Do that every single month. Figure it out and make it happen. If it's not happening, increase your audience, increase the people that are looking on the adventure page, increase your follow-ups, that fortunes and the follow-ups, we've talked about that, increase your posting, post more on the adventure page to bring that up, talk to more people out in public when you're out and about. Your waitress, I promise you, can use an extra $500 a month every time you go to eat. The person that waits on you at the fast food window can use an extra $500 a month. The person that's ringing you out at the retail store can use an extra $500 a month. But what I tell them is, oh my gosh, how long have you been doing this? And they'll tell you, well, do you like it? Well, it's a job. That's what most of them say. Well, I'm here. Yeah, it's okay. Are you open to other income opportunities? I'm looking to expand my business in this area. And you have a magnetic personality, compliment them. That's what I always use. It works every time. I get their information on Facebook. I don't give them a business card. I don't give them my phone number. I put them in my Facebook right then and there, and then send them the information, friend them, start a relationship with them. And most of them will ask you. And this is a perfect example of this. I'm here at this campground, and we've got a bathhouse that's up there. And when I go up there to take showers a lot, and if I don't do it at my mom's house, and so there was this lady in there one time, and I was just talking to her, and So I ended up and said, well, let's connect on Facebook. Never mentioned Zingular at all. Never mentioned it. And so we connected on Facebook. We started messaging back and forth. And just day before yesterday, she says, I didn't know you sold something. What are you selling? She asked me because I'm open for business always. We started talking about it, and I was like, girl, you don't need to just look at these products. You need to look at this business opportunity with your personality and the people that listen when you speak. You need that. And so now we're talking about the business opportunity. And at the time, I never mentioned that. All I wanted to do was form that relationship with them. So, and that just complete rabbit trail. Y'all know how I am. I don't even look at my notes. So that was a complete rabbit trail of how to sponsor those 5 to 10 people every single month. If you're talking to the same audience month after month after month after month, it's like you're banging your head into a brick wall. It's never going to go anywhere. You've got to continually build that audience and get in front of other people, because if you've got 200 people on Facebook and you're talking to those same 200 people every single month and they've heard it over and over and over and over again, you know, you've got to expand your audience. That is crucial. Okay. The next thing is you've got to be consistent and work every single day. So working every single day, that is the lifeline of your business. Working your job 5 days a week and then working really hard on Zingular Saturdays and Sundays is not going to cut it. Working hard Saturdays and Sundays is going to be great, but you've got to do something for your business Monday through Friday. Every single day, you've got to touch your business. So figure out what you can put into it. And then do it consistently every single day. When you do something so many times in a row, it starts becoming a habit and it starts getting easier. You prioritize what's important in your life. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, the Bachelor, watching The Bachelor every Monday night is important. So you find time to watch that, right? Turn your TV off, y'all. You'll be amazed at how many extra hours that you have if you turn that TV off and work your business. I did that. That's what I did. I can't even tell you the last time I watched a whole, like a series of anything. I just don't do it. I don't have time. I do things that allow me to help other people and allow me to grow my business. That's what I spend my time on. We don't go out on weekends. Every once in a while we do, but we plan it. You know, the rest of the time, it was worth it to me in the beginning to stay home and work my business. Every single time, all the time that I could find to put into it, that's what I did. But you've got to be consistent, and it's better to work this part-time and in your spare time than to work it sometimes. Sometimes is not going to grow it. Sometimes is a hobby. Okay. The next thing is build leadership, not dependency. You want to empower the people coming behind you and not enable them. Do not do it for them. Do not do it for them. Teach them how to do it. Now, the first couple of 2 or 3 times I will, but then I start making them do it themselves. I do not do it for them. I empower my people, teach them to be leaders, because great leaders build leaders. Great leaders teach people how to lead. You know what I mean? So that was one thing I learned early, because I knew that, you know, I had people on my team that were working really, really hard on their jobs. But what I didn't realize is I was too. At the time when I was enabling other people and doing their job for them, their Zingular business for them, because they were working other jobs, I still had a 60-hour-a-week job. I don't know where I found the time to help other people, but I did, you know. And so what happened was, when I got so busy that I had to turn it over to them. Hold on. When I had to turn it over to them and they had to work their own Zingular business, they failed because I didn't teach them how to do it themselves. And I didn't empower them to do it themselves, because I just did it for them. Y'all, I'm so sorry. The next thing is stay positive. You have got to exude positivity. Nobody wants to, and I believe me, there have been times when you have bad days, you don't feel like doing it, and there's other things that you can do. You're frustrated. Don't feed into that, and don't let your team see that. You overflow with positivity, because that's what's going to flow downhill. If you start griping and you start complaining, guess what? That's going to flow downhill too. And everybody else has enough crap on the outside. You want this to be the place that motivates and uplifts and empowers and elevates them and edifies them, and somewhere that's a soft place for them to fall, someplace exciting for them to go to, because they're not getting what you're going to give them, that positivity anywhere else in their life. That's why they come here. That's why people want to be a part of something that's exciting and growing and makes them feel good about themselves, and just makes them just put everything else that's going on the outside aside for a few minutes, just to feed their soul, feed their insides, feed their mind, feed their attitude. So positivity. And the last thing on that one is, we should never ask people to do what we aren't doing. You need to look for solutions and not gripe about the problem. So if there's a problem with something, there's a problem with customer service, don't gripe about it to people. Don't ever talk negative about our company to people. You don't want to ever put that little seed of doubt in their head. If there's a problem with somebody on your team, don't gripe about it. Find a solution for it. If there's a problem with your upline, don't gripe about it. Find a solution for it and figure out how to fix it, because great leaders fix problems. Okay, number 2. We should never think we are better than anybody else. And we should accept people for who they are. Oh, that's the next one. We should never think we're better than treat others like you want to be treated. It goes right back to attitude. You want this to be a place that some people cannot wait to get to. You want it to be kind of addictive, to where, yeah, exactly, the golden rule. You need to be a servant leader, because we rise by lifting others. So when you lift others and you help others get to their goal, what's that going to do for you? That's just going to push you up. If you serve others and you help them with their mindsets, the biggest thing, be their biggest cheerleader, pour belief into them, because until they believe in themselves, they need to borrow your belief in them. So pour that into them. Be their biggest cheerleader. Help them, with their teaching moments. Show them where to find solutions. Teach them to be the great leaders. But you got to help them get there. Dr. Martin Luther King said, "Everyone has the power for greatness, not for fame, but greatness, because greatness is determined by service." So when you serve others and you help others get to where they need to go, that's going to push you up. Your success depends on your ability to help and serve others. So when you grow your team, and that's one thing too, that you've got to know, that being a kit slinger and just selling kits is not going to build your empire. Your empire is going to be built by people who need this financial opportunity. And we should not be scared in the least to talk to people about the business. And that's one thing that I didn't do, and in the beginning, because I didn't want people to think I just wanted them to buy these products for me to make money off of them. But what happened was I didn't give them an opportunity to have a way to pay for their products, for one thing, but I didn't give them the opportunity to help them with their financial health as much as I did their physical health. If you think about it, you're not selling products. You're selling an opportunity that the products have given you. These products work. If the products didn't work, none of us would be here. But if you don't tell them about the other part, the other blessing that this is, then you're the one that's missing out. You're going to miss out on what God has for you, because he could have sent that person to you that needed that $500 and you didn't tell them about it. You know what I mean? So always be willing to share everything that we have. Don't leave out that part. Let me see. I was going to look at this other training real quick that we just did on the business to see if there was anything in here that would help us, but that's just a whole nother training on its own. It's going to help you with stability for sure on growing your business. So let's go to number 3. You should accept everybody. And that means you should accept the distributors who just want this as a hobby. You should accept the distributors who want to be social distributors, who are doing it just so they can come and hang out with us in Pigeon Forge, or come to the meetings and just be a part of something amazing. You should accept your runners and you should accept your dreamers. That doesn't mean that point blockers are okay. And I want to make that very, very clear, because I truly think, and I have like hands-on experience with this going up for me, but I truly think that what people don't understand is if you are collecting a check and you're doing absolutely nothing, you're taking money from someone who's doing the work, because we all know that nothing is free in this world, right? Nothing comes free. So if somebody's getting a check from Zingular, somebody's doing that work, and that's not fair to the people that are doing that work. So I want to just put that little plug in there. Accepting all does, I don't mean that part of it. And y'all know me, y'all know my heart with that. And I want everybody to succeed and I want everybody to do this business, but I just wanted to put that in there just so y'all know that I don't agree with that. But I do think that the people that sign up 1 and 2 people a month, the people that are trying, the people that are posting, the people that are supporting their downlines, the people that, you know, they just may not be in the same place as you, but that's okay, because you would have never had that runner up, the person that they signed up, had it not been for them. So if they're still supporting and cheering and motivating, they're at least putting in an effort and trying. We should accept them. We can't want it for them. You can't want something that somebody else doesn't want for them, even though you know that they have a greatness inside them that they just haven't found yet. Even though you know that there is something inside them that they just don't believe about themselves. That's when you come in and start cheering for them, start pouring your belief in them, showing them who they can be, showing them the greatness inside them until they can find it themselves. But encourage, that's when that servant leadership comes in. So those ones that you want to be those runners, help them find that. Sorry. Our success will be determined and affected by our relationship with each other. So this is not just, and the people that are on my front line that I talk to on a daily basis, they will tell you that I will call them almost daily, and half the time we don't even talk about Zingular, because it's gotten to a point where this team is like my second family. And when I meet you, you just become part of that. I mean, it just is what it is. But I call, and you know, it's not just about that. It's about that relationship that you've built with that person, and a genuine love that you have for them, a genuine feeling, I mean, that you truly care about their mental state, their well-being, their physical state. They're part of you. And that relationship is huge, and it's important, and it's something that I don't take for granted. I mean, I'm so appreciative of, you know, the people that have come into my life through this, and not just on this team, all through the company. Like Stacy Loftus, y'all see us doing the Thursday night things every other week. He and I don't benefit monetarily from each other. We met on a trip years ago, and we've traveled together all around the world. And you build those relationships with people, and they're like, he's like my brother. You know, he's one of my best friends in the whole world. I talk to him every day, and you know, half the time it's not about Zingular. It's about him and how he's doing. And you know, he's a cop, and they had one of the guys that worked for him got killed several months ago. He was in a bad place, you know? So I called him. I didn't say one word about this business. I didn't say one word about his team. I called about him because I cared about him. So it's just like that with everything that you're doing. Build those relationships, and people will see through fake. I'm going to tell you. They will see through fake. You've got to have a genuinity. Is that a word? Because y'all know I make up my words. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all got to be genuine about your feelings and truly learn who these people are. Truly learn who your downline is. Truly learn who your customers are. So you can call and say, you know, how is your baby doing better today? You know, when it is Paula and Becky. Yes, I was outside all day Saturday. So truly build those relationships. The next thing is, okay, let's go to number 4. I think, let me see if that's number 4. I didn't put numbers. Oh, We know principles that if people follow will help them be successful. You know the principles. You learn them every Monday night, right? You learn them on Room at the Top. You learn them by doing Manager Madness training. You learn them by attending home meetings where you get taught by the great leaders on this team the step. You learn those principles, and instead of just learning them, writing them down, use them to teach others. Use those principles to build yourself up as a leader and teach what you've learned. It's Vicki put it earlier, duplication, duplication, duplication. It's all about telling somebody else what you've learned and what you've taken in. And I'm going to tell you that your sponsoring on levels 1 through 4 is the most important to the growth of your company. So if you've only got 2 leaders on your downline, or if you've only got 1 and you're counting on them to grow your business, you are cheating yourself of growing your empire. Your job is to go as wide as you can. That is the thing that's so unique about Zingular versus other companies. Other companies encourage you to build down and build, go way down. Zingular encourages you to build wide and straight across. It's a straight line commission. So that means that you can go as far as you want, and your success is not dependent on what somebody else's goals. Does that make sense? Your success is dependent on what you do and how many people that you help. Now, yes, it will help, and it will give you, you get paid on 8 levels down on residual earnings, but 27% of the profit that you make comes from levels 1 through 4. So Zingular pays out 45%. That's amazing right there. So 27 of that, more than half, comes from levels 1 through 4. And that's what you should focus on. Definitely focus on. The closer the people, the closer you have runners to you, that's where your wealth is going to come from. And it is the key to growth, and it's going to determine your future success. So I'm going to show you something that was shown to me a while ago. And it talks about how many people you need on your levels 1 through 4 to get to different ranks. Okay. And this is based on about a 225 point average per order. Okay. So some of them will be ultimate, some of them will be ignite, some of them will be cores, some of them will be jump starts, no, I'm sorry, 240, an average of 240 points. So a manager, and this is not distributors, this is just customers that you need on a monthly basis. A manager, you need 5 to 10 people on levels 1 through 4. Silver managers, 15 to 20 on levels 1 through 4. Gold managers, 25 to 30. Platinum managers, 30 to 35. Directors, 35 to 40. Silver directors, 40 to 50. Gold directors, 60 to 70. Platinum directors, 80 to 100. Executives, 100 to 130. Silver executives, 200 to 250. Gold executives, 300 to 400. Platinum executives, 500 to 700. So whichever one that you want to get to, that's what you should have written down. And I'll post that. But if your number at the end of the month is above the level that you're at now, so if you are a manager now and you have more than 5 to 10 on your levels 1 through 4, then your empire is going to grow faster. So if you are a manager right now, and at the end of the month, you have less than 5 to 10 on your first 4 levels, then you're going to drop. You're eventually going to drop down below what your rank is and not get paid at that rank. So that's what you want to focus on, is the people on your levels 1 through 4. Get the people that are on your front line, get them to quick start. That is huge right now, especially with that $200 bonus. There should be nobody we sign up that doesn't get to quick start, or that we're not talking about or encouraging or telling them, my gosh, $200 bonus on top of commissions. That is a minimum of, what did we say? 290, I think it's $295, a minimum of $295 if you get that quick start bonus. So 294 or something like that, 296. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's a minimum of almost $300. Maximum, there is no maximum. You could go up over $500 just for getting 4 people on your front line when they sign up. That is huge, and that's going to get them started out and helping them build their empire. But that's what you want to focus on, is levels 1 through 4. That's going to definitely determine your future success. And the last thing, that was the last point I wanted to make. So to lead like the greatest leader that ever walked, you have to never ask people to do what you aren't willing to do or what you're not doing. Should never think you're better than anyone else. You should accept everyone and know principles that if people follow will help them be successful. And leading by example helps others progress and move forward, and it shows others how to be like you. So that's what you have to look at too. If you had a team full of you, how successful would you be? Are you working hard every day? Are you putting in the hours? Are you doing the principles that you're supposed to do? Are you expanding your audience, adding to your Facebook? Are you adding to the adventure page? Are you posting daily? Are you following up with the people? Do you have an organizational system in place? Are you learning? Are you growing yourself? Failure or quitting is not an option. That should not even be a thought in your head ever. You need to give this a good 5 years, just like if you had opened a brick and mortar store. You've already invested in this. If you invest in a brick and mortar store, I can't even tell you what the overhead is, but it takes about 5 years to see a profit. Give yourself 5 years with this. What if? I mean, the time's going to go by anyways, right? Give it all you got. Change the trajectory of your life. Change your financial future. Change your family's future. Change somebody else's future. Just by you being willing to go all in and lead by example. You live a few years of your life like most people won't, so you can live the rest of your life like most people can't. And that's all I got for y'all tonight. I'll open it up. Anybody got questions? Anybody got comments? Anybody got anything they want to say? I will tell you, don't forget about all of our promos. This month is the month, y'all. I'm telling you, this is the beginning of our boom. It's the March Madness. We've got the Up the Rank Challenge, where I'm going to give away $200 to $1,000 on someone on a distributor on this team. We've got the subscription that somebody's going to get their subscription paid for. That's a distributor. Every 30 points over your required 120, even if it's in another order, will get you an entry into that subscription. I'm giving away an ultimate. Every single product that's ordered gets you an entry. If somebody on your downline ordered an ultimate, that's 13 entries. Make sure they fill out that Google Doc. We're doing the 1,200 points, 1,200 inception points gets you the 8-day jump start. 2,400 inception points gets you the 2-day jump start. Did I leave anything out? Somebody, is there anything else that I thought there was one more? Maybe not. I think that might be all of them. That is a lot, y'all. That is a lot. Plus, we've got the Jumpstart Challenge. Somebody's going to win, hopefully on this team, somebody on this team is going to win a Peloton or a workout mirror. I know Becky said she's going for a workout mirror, Apple Watches, $1,000 athletic gift card, those Vitamixes, which are insane. So I'm telling you, there is a lot going on this month, and go all in. Work it every spare minute you have for the next 2 months, and I promise you, you will see amazing things. Stimulus checks come out this week. People they're gonna start hitting their bank account. They're gonna spend them on something. I'm telling you, make sure it's an investment in their health. All these people that have been waiting and said, I can't afford it, can't afford it, can't afford it. They're about to have an extra, I don't even know how much it is, $1,400 in their bank account. That is ultimate money right there. Ultimate money. So tell them what they need. Tell them they want that ultimate. Because that's just like tax season. Taxes haven't even dropped yet. I haven't heard of anybody, maybe a couple of people that have got their returns. State returns aren't coming out for another 90 days. We've got tax season for the next 3-4 months. This is going to be insane. So don't let this season pass, because people have money that they spend on themselves when other times they don't. So take advantage of that. The promos, put it out there, talk to your customers. I'm going to tell you, we need 6 more people to go to Zing Fling in Pigeon Forge. That is the biggest investment they can make in their business. $300 is a drop in the bucket for what they're going to take away from that. Y'all help me find those 6 people. I want to fill it up. I want to go to that with 30 people on our team at Zing Fling. That is going to be amazing. So find those people. And the last thing, that's it. I got, anybody else got anything? I can't see y'all. So y'all gonna have to unmute yourself and holler at me if y'all got anything. No. And I can't wait to meet y'all. It's only like a month away. I'm so excited. So it's going to be so much fun. And I think we've got, I think Penny's coming all the way from Maine. I think Maine's our furthest person. She's going to come all the way from Maine, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So if anybody doesn't have anything, I'll close it out. Nobody? Last chance? All right. I declare Ephesians 3:20 over this team. God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask. Because we honor him, his blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. We are in the right place at the right time. And I declare a boldness to rise up in us. He is going to open supernatural doors. People are going to seek us out, and we're going to rise in the ranks, and we're going to give him the glory and the praise for it all. Love you guys. Have a great week. Rhonda's going to be on tomorrow night. Don't miss her. Bye.